Consolation winner, Taunt St. John. How about a round of applause? Consolation winner, Kenny Pratt Jr. Consolation winner, Daryl Hill. And your champion, ladies and gentlemen, Isaiah the Extreme Bob. From Yatahe, New Mexico. Wild Band of Comanches, if you would, please, gentlemen, each and every one of you. Jeff Tohei here is very honored that you come on over here. You sing his dad's song and the family song, and they have a drum for you. They have some sticks for you, and they have an envelope full of frog skins, coffee money, pamper money. But this is the best they can do. Anthony and the family is very honored that you come over here again and sing that honor song and those champion fancy dance songs, and they have a drum here. Grandpa, drum, and some money, and some sticks. That's good, Heights. I want to take that drum and that money and them sticks. Tivisi chat. Tivisi chat. At this time, the family wants to call upon another champion drum group from Hobbema, Alberta. Northern Cree. A stum. If you would, please, Steve, bring each and every one of you boys up. The family here has to honor you with a drum. Also some sticks and an envelope full of frog skins. They want to thank you for coming down, rendering those champion songs. And the family says, ahoo. Also, at this time, Midnight Express, if you're here, if you could send a representative down. Midnight Express, if you could send a representative down. The Tohei family here also has a gift for another champion drum group that has been good to them, to the family throughout the years. Midnight Express, if you have a representative, please. And also, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to make acknowledgement. My little brother there, Isaiah Bob, our champion in the special, he says, I felt good this afternoon dancing to two champion drum groups, Wild Band of Comanche and Northern Cree. He said, I have some money here, some peso I want to share with the drums. And if you could send a representative up and shake hands with Isaiah. Come on up, Northern Cree and Wild Band. Isaiah here has a $100 bill to put in your pocket and says thank you for rendering them champion songs. Midnight Express, one more time, we're asking for a representative for Midnight. You know, ladies and gentlemen, here is a good friend Jeff Tohei. He said, I feel good today. My heart is filled. He said, my daughter Cherish honored me here with these fancy dancers. And this disease that we have, I have this diabetes. He said, I take care of it. He said, but you know, in the circle, I brought up my kids this way. And my nephews and my nieces, and you got to give back in the circle to keep that balance. And this afternoon, each and every one of you, you bear witness on behalf of the family here and the gifts that were given, the songs and the money, and a lot of the monetary gifts that the family has saved throughout the year when they first learned that Cherish was going to be the head young lady. And so they give that back to a lot of you good people, the singers and the dancers, and they hope that each and every one of you in attendance here that has received something good from this dance. This circle is a healing, a blessing. So in that words, Jeff, I say aho. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, this will conclude the special one more time. Let's have a round of applause for Cherish Tohei, head young lady dancer here, Gathering of Nations 2011. Check, check. Okay, real quickly, we do have some other gifts here that individuals did not come up and receive. The head lady dancer, Leah Omeaso, we need you to come on up, and also Hiram Gleason, our head young man dancer, Hiram Gleason. Also, our head man dancer, Buck Spotted-tail, please come on down. We have a gift for you here. Also, we calling upon in the midst of all the gift giving and the specials, we wanted to recognize two individuals also that have worked very hard throughout the years to bring the Gathering of Nations powwow to Albuquerque and to bring the Gathering of Nations to each and every one of you. So this time, I'd like to call upon Derek and Lita Matthews. Please come forth and shake hands with Cherith. Derek and Lita Matthews, please come forth and shake hands with Cherith. She has a gift for you. Norman, Largo, and Charlie Tailfeathers, come on up and see Vince up here at the speaker's stand. And also Wilson Roberts. Ivan and Michelle Lonechild, if you're still here with us in the building or in hearing distance. Ivan and Michelle, the family also has a gift for you. Ivan and Michelle.
Norman Largo, if you're still with us, Brother Norman, if you can hear me, Norman Largo. Right after we do this special, I want to alert the gourd dancers that are here with us, and also our drum for the gourd dancers tonight will be the Kozad singers, and I'm going to ask my brother Larry to get a very special honor song ready together. For the veterans we got here with us, we're going to ask you to be able to help us out here and join in. You know, I want to thank Derek and family last night when we had our meeting that we always do before we plan this great celebration and come together as head staff and as announcers. They shared something very special with me, and they asked me if I'd be able to help out, which I'm very honored and glad to be here tonight, to talk about a young man that is here with us, that has done his tours overseas across that great pond in country. We're going to be honoring a young man here very shortly. I want to thank them for taking this time and opportunity to do this gesture for a family member and a relative and a friend. And this goes out to all the veterans that are here with us, family members, relatives, and friends that have individuals serving right now in this proud country. I've called upon three brothers right here. These individuals are all combat veterans. They are Vietnam combat veterans. And for those of us that came back from Vietnam, we never had no welcoming. We didn't have any homecoming. We had no ceremony. So we did it amongst ourselves. So I say that in a very proud manner because we know what it's like to come back to nothing. And I want to thank Derek and his family for taking this time as I'm going to talk about this war hero that we have with us right now. This young man who probably served in the United States Navy. I'm going to talk about his tour. I'm going to talk about his documented accomplishments, that he faced the enemy, he came under fire, the various battles. And so these combat veterans I've asked to come forward here. When we sing this song, We have the family behind him at this time, and I'm going to ask for the other veterans that are here with us that are able to come on out and join and honor this young man. We welcome you to do so at that time. So this is something very special. The gentleman I'm talking about, you see him, he's here with us in his Navy uniform. This young man right here. He happens to be Petty Officer, Second Class, William J., also known as Billy Chappell Harris. He's the cousin to Derek, Melanie, and Dr. Lita Matthews. And he's awarded 2 Bronze Stars with V devices, the Navy and Marine Corps Commendation Medal with V device this past February. He was awarded 3 for valor for his actions taken in 3 separate engagements with hostile forces while he was over in Afghanistan. Marine Corps Lieutenant Colonel Daniel E. Fennell presented the awards to Petty Officer Harris on behalf of the President Obama. On January 17, 2009, after a CH-47 helicopter was shot down in Korengal Valley, Harris provided heavy machine gun fire to ward off the enemy, enabling the helicopters to fly to safety and to a valley to evacuate the casualties that they incurred during that operation. On July 1st, in another incident, Mr. Harris risked his life in order to move elements to Afghanistan National Army to a safe and covered position. Then he took to provide more effective fires on enemy targets and provided medical treatment to a wounded Afghan soldier. On July 30th, Mr. Harris again risked his life to move 400 meters under heavy fire from the enemy in order to treat wounded U.S. soldiers. He then organized a team to evacuate those soldiers and led them to over 500 meters to their safety. According to these citations and these awards that he's inherited, Mr. Harris has been assigned the Hospital Corpsman. He was assigned as a Marine Air Control Squadron 4. He participated in 60 combat operations and was involved in 50 engagements with the enemy. He served in Afghanistan from November 22nd, 2008 to August 22nd, 2009. Signed as a Marine Corps unit, whether it be a squadron, a platoon. We fought with many Navy medics, such as this young man in Vietnam. They were the life givers, lifesavers. Those individuals also knew how to run every weapon in that unit, an M60 machine gun, M16, M79 grenade launchers. These corpsmen, these Navy corpsmen, such as this young man, that fought whether they were assigned to a Marine Corps division, either a chopper or a combat squad, and those individuals that are here with us know what I'm talking about, the respect that we had to these individuals. They saved lives. And this individual right here, he's originally from back home in Monroe, Michigan, and comes from a family with distinguished military history. His great-grandfather, Derek's grandfather, Lionel Chappell, was a Buffalo soldier from New Mexico. His uncle Roy was an original member of the Tuskegee Airmen, and his cousin Brian Chappell is currently enlisted as a colonel in the United States Air Force. Billy remembers as a young boy attending the POW in Ann Arbor, Michigan for many years. And at the University of Michigan, his grandmother, when his cousin Derek Matthews also was the announcer for that year. The Gathering of Nations POW would like to honor this young man, and to all those veterans and soldiers, those proud men and women that we will never ever forget. And yet today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a live soldier here with us. How about we start out with a round of applause and welcome this young man home. Welcome home, and thank you for a job well done. And now at this time, for the family members and relatives that are friend with them, we'll ask them to fall in behind our veterans, and we'll ask our good friends from Carnegie, Oklahoma, the Cozad singers that have many songs that have been given to this family from their dad, their grandfather. We ask them at this time to give us that beautiful honor song. For those you're allowed to, we'll ask you to rise at this time, and as they make their way around the circle, we welcome all of our veterans, family members, friends, and relatives. Cozad singers, whenever you're ready, Brother Larry, honor song.
Hey!
Ladies and gentlemen, we call for the warriors in the house. These proud men and women that have stepped up to the plate, have served this country proudly. Not only from World War I, II, Korea, Vietnam, Desert Storm, Iraq, Afghanistan. We have one of these fine soldiers, a warrior here amongst us. And he is back here to his homeland, a nation, and a people. And we welcome each and every one of you Beatle people to come down and join in song and dance as he's being honored at this time on behalf of the Cozart Singers from Carnegie, Oklahoma. Hoocha-hooka. These songs we sing, ladies and gentlemen, have very special meaning. Whether it be in the sacred Kiowa language, it talks about honor, it talks about bravery, it talks about facing the enemy, receiving that fire and returning that fire. It talks about capturing the flag. But most of all, it talks about when we sing a song such as this, and we sing these words in the most sacred manner, we will never, ever, ever forget these proud men and women that have stepped up to the plate. They have earned that respect.
Bonnie girl.
This beautiful song right here, as I shared with you earlier about those sacred words. This song right here was composed by the late Leonard Kozad. It's singing about the American flag. It's called Stars and Stripes. But it goes out to all the military men, all the service branches. They're singing about this flag, this special song right here. Thank you very much, Kozad Singers. I would like to thank all family members, friends, relatives, veterans that are here with us, gourd dancers. Thank all you beautiful people that were able to come down and help us celebrate as we've just honored this young man right here who is still serving in the United States Navy. How about a round of applause one more time, Albuquerque? Warm your hands up one more time. And thank you, Larry, for sharing that song composed by your dad, the late Leonard Kozad. And that song, once again, we call Stars and Stripes. It sings about the beautiful American flag and all the military services and branches that have served this country proudly. We thank you. You know, for everybody that was able to put a little bit of this money here on this hat, which we leave it up to him whether he wants to give it to the drum or whatever. My brother Charlie here, and don't take this wrong, but there's never enough money to pay and compensate for any veteran that has ever come back to this homeland and this country. But through this beautiful song and you people, this is what it's all about. And once again, we say thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you, Derek, for having this done on behalf of your cousin and family. And thank you, Albuquerque. Ahoo.
Charlie. No, this one. Over here, Charlie. That. Melody.
We're going to turn things over to Sammy here and Dennis as they're going to take us through our gourd dance portion of our celebration. We'll remind our drum groups at roll call 6:45, and we'll see you back here at 7 for our second go-around with Grand Entry.
Good evening. Hello. Aloha. It's good to be here with you again. And thank you, gourd dancers, for jumping up, getting in place, and standing by. First of all, I want to say the head gourd dancer today is Terrence Coy. He's of the Navajo Nation from Farmington, New Mexico. Yeah, yay! And as you see here, we have our head singer. We're going to start right now. Come on. It's good to see you. Okay. By the way, this is an open drum. If any of you singers dare to sit with the Cozad singers, I had to say that because they're our favorite group, especially with gourd dance songs. And I want all of you to know that many people come here, men and women, to gourd dance, and it's a good feeling. And they're not necessarily veterans. You know, we honor people who do well in a white man's world, like Indian lawyer, or an Indian medical doctor, or an Indian author. We consider them warriors. We consider them special. So those kind of people are a part of the Gourd clan. And so, Mr. Cozad, whenever you're ready, we'll start the gourd dance, and everyone is very welcome. Aho. The court dance has been around a long, long time. Part of the songs today are from the Sun Dance. And long ago, the War Clan was the most elite of warrior clans. So these songs talk about that, and they're here with us today. Kiowa.
At this time, being honored, Sammy Tonki White, being honored at this time. Come shake his hand. Honoring Tonki. Thank you, everyone who came and shook hands, honoring Sammy Tonki White. Thank you. Thank you, Kozad Singers. We also thank our Hidgore dancer for this session, Terrence Coy from Farmington. Terrence Coy from the Diné Nation. Terrence. 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 We'd like to ask Stephanie Kalin to come here in front of the speaker stand. The monetary gifts that were given to Tonki while he was being honored have been placed on the drum. Here in front of the speaker stand, we have our hit gourd dancer, Terrence Coy, from the Diné Nation. He's from Farmington, New Mexico. Standing with him, we have Stephanie Kalin. And Stephanie lives here in the Albuquerque area. And she is the leader of the Wanagi Wolf Fund and Rescue. She was here last year, and she has these gourds that she has grown at her home. And she gave away gourds last year to gourd dancers. And she's brought some gourds again this year. So helping her, our hit gourd dancer, Terrence Coy, will share these gourds. So gourd dancers, if you'd like to get a gourd, come on up. And you could work on this and make a rattle, gourd rattle, a shaker. And Stephanie is doing this in honor of her father, who will be turning 87 years old. Her father is a veteran. He served in the United States Navy in World War II. He participated in 7 invasions, 7 landings in the South Pacific during World War II. He was a radio operator, and he continues that today as one of his interests, being a ham operator now. He's going to be 87 years old, and Stephanie would like to share these gourds in his honor. So come on up, gourd dancers. Just come on up and shake hands. We'll share these homegrown gourds as far as we can. So gourd dancers, come on up and shake hands with Stephanie Kalin in honor of her father, Robert Kalin, and shake hands with Terrence Coy. Stephanie is dedicated to the rescue of wolves and wolf dogs. She lectures at schools and other events on wolves and wolf dogs. Tommy Spotted Birds inviting all of us down to El Paso for big powwow, a Memorial Day weekend at the end of May. So come on down to El Paso.
Singers, gourd dance.
We didn't have a lot of time to get in this gourd dance session, so we're going to get dancing right away.
Thank you, Stephanie. At this time, we're going to spread the blanket right out there in front of the speaker stand. The proceeds will go to the singers. Without the drum, without the singers, you might as well stay home because nothing will happen. They're that important. So let's show our appreciation. Aho, thank you. Ika. Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, young man. Thank you, old man. Aho, thank you, young man. Thank you, young man. Thank you. Aho. Mado. Yokoki. Proceeds going to the drum. Come on, that's for your drum. Thank you, everybody, for helping us to show our appreciation. Terrence Coy thanks you also. He's our head gourd dancer. our head gourd dancer, Terrence Coy, honoring an elder there. We thank you for that. Singers. We need to end the gourd dance for the day. We're going to gourd dance again tomorrow, but right now we kind of have to maybe stop after 2 or 3 songs because we need to make drum roll call and then get into some serious contesting. So singers, we're closing out the gourd dance after you take a little breather here. And grand entry schedule and individuals who are a part of it are being notified at this time. And if you have not seen our grand entry, you're in store for a treat. I was at ASU last weekend with my friend Dennis Bowen here. ASU is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and better there around the Phoenix area at Tempe. It's good dance, good. I want to tell all of you about the Miracle Dolls on stage 49. The Miracle Dolls on stage 49. You know where that is. Also, I'm going to say this one time, and that's it. Right up here at the head of these stairs is a booth set up for Tonkeai. It's a novel, an autobiography, and it's right up there.
Gifted artisans, time-honored foods, drumming, singing, and dancing competitions. You and your family are invited to experience the traditions and culture that are a part of the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians' annual powwow.
Here after 3 songs, that'll be the end of the gourd dance. And all you gourd dancers, faithful gourd dancers, thanks for coming and being with us. See you tomorrow.
At this time, Sammy Tonkiai White is honoring our head gourd dancer, Terrence Coy. So come shake hands with Terrence Coy. Honoring him, Tonkiai. The head gourd dancer, Terrence Coy, being honored by Sammy Tonkiai White. At this time, Herb Cleveland is being honored. Herb Cleveland, a Korean War veteran, over here on the north side of the circle. Honoring Herb Cleveland. Come on over and honor Herb Cleveland, a Korean War veteran.
Cozad being honored at the drum.
Thank you. The two honorings we had Herb Cleveland honored. He's a Korean War veteran. We had Larry Cozad honored at the drum. Thank you, everyone, for honoring.
Thank you, Herb Cleveland. Giving to the drum.
Drum roll call in 2 minutes. All right, brothers, get set up. Drum roll call coming up. Welcome to Friday night Gathering of Nations. Everybody, let's have a big round of applause for yourselves. Louder, louder. Let's get ready for grand entry. Drum roll call coming up. KTNN, the mighty 660, the voice of the great Navajo Nation, will be broadcasting from 7 o'clock tonight on through. They'll also be broadcasting live tomorrow. KTNN. You can follow their broadcasts online, www.ktnn.com. Drum roll call.
Keith's IMC at 7:15, stage 49. Also, 2011 Sexiest Native Model of Native Entertainment Magazine, Deanne Jean Van Winkle, is here at booth 71. Come stop by. Aho.
Gifted artisans, time-honored foods, drumming, singing, and dancing competitions.
All
You and your
aboard!
family are invited to experience the traditions and culture that are a part of the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians' annual powwow.
Welcome, dancers and singers. Let's begin lining up on the, come on down the aisle. All dancers, go to your respective aisle. Men's grass, men's fancy dancers, adult, junior, teen, tiny tot, grass, and men's fancy. You'll be dancing in from the east aisle. From the south, we have prairie chicken dancers, men's southern straight, men's northern traditional, smoke dancers. From the south, and then from the west, we'll have women's jingle, women's fancy shawl. This is adults, teens, juniors, tiny tots. From the north, we'll have women's cloth, women's buckskin. And in the tunnel, we'll have the staff carrier, our head dancers, Miss Indian World. So let's everyone start getting ready. We'll do a drum roll call. Okay, drum groups, here we go. Midnight Express. From Minneapolis, Northern Lights, Bogart Singers, Zotai Singers, Ayabe, Wild Rose, Young Bird, Mystic River, Etsa Butte, Eagle Butte, Hale Creek, the Horses, the Boys, Elk Soldier, Sacred Path Singers, Sacred Path. Calling you 3 times. Sacred Path Singers, White Wolf Singers, Young Buffalo Horse, Rocky Boy Agency. At this time, we'll introduce once again one of our young leaders from the community. This is Jerickson Hosteen. He goes by the name Jay Styles. He's representing the Great Diné Nation. This freestyle basketball performer has performed all over the Southwest for the past 2 years. He was named the first Native American basketball trickster. He's been an opening act for the James and Ernie comedy show. You can check him out on Facebook. Let's welcome, with a big Gathering of Nations round of applause, Jay Styles. Check him out. Let's have a round of applause. Jay Styles Hosteen, representing the Dana Nation. He has the title of First Native American Basketball Trickster, and he's an opening act for James and Ernie. Dancers, let's keep getting lined up for the grand entry. We're going to call the dancers pretty soon. Bringing in the Eagle staff tonight is Kenny Pratt Jr. Kenny Pratt Jr. is Dakota and Lakota nations from Sioux Valley, Manitoba, Canada. So let's make your way over here, dancers. Grand entry coming up. Friday night, 2011.
I'm sure you're aware of this, but on the east side, as I'm pointing across the arena, men's grass and men's fancy. On the south side, over to my right, is men's chicken dancers, men's northern traditional, and men's southern straight. Behind me, on the west side, women's jingle and women's fancy. And over here, on the north side, women's cloth and women's buckskin. All teens line up with the adult category.
Gifted artisans, time-honored foods, drumming, singing, and dancing competitions. You and your family are invited to experience the traditions and culture that are a part of the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians' annual powwow.
This information, and they're following through, so we can expedite matters here. By the way, good afternoon, good evening. Good evening and welcome to the Gathering of Nations right here in Albuquerque.
We have a family announcement. If you're with children or you have a larger group with you, plan where you're going to meet in case you get separated, in case someone gets lost. Plan where you will meet, because we're going to have a lot of people in here, anywhere from 18 to 20,000 people. So if you get separated, you may not find each other for quite a while. So plan where you're going to meet. Also, we have the lost and found at the security office. Please do not leave bags or items unattended. Any bags that are unattended will be taken to the lost and found area at the security office. Smoking is not allowed in this building. Today was dedicated to organ donation and transplantation, sharing the gift of life in honor of transplant recipients, organ donors, and those waiting for the gift of life. Right now, 1,100 Native Americans are in need of life-saving transplants. 201 Native Americans received a life-saving transplant last year, including Dr. Lita Matthews. 32 people gave the gift of life. During this weekend, the Gathering of Nations encourage everyone to think this over and visit the transplant donor booth in Powwow Alley. We know we have many traditional teachings, traditional thought about this, so think it over, and when it's your family, it gives you another perspective, so get some information. Chief John Spotted Tail, please come to the speaker stand. Chief John Spotted Tail. please come to the speaker stand. Crow Dog would like to see you. Our head staff is working hard out there. Our arena directors, Randy Medicine Bear and Cricket Shields. Our head Northern Dance Judge is Leon Thompson from Sadis, Washington. Head Southern Dance Judge, Randy Frazier from Oklahoma City. Head Northern Drum Judge is Adrian Yo-Yo Cross from Frog Lake, Alberta. Head Southern Drum Judge is James Reeder from Logan, Utah. And we want to acknowledge these head staff. They're on their feet. They're working all weekend long. So it takes a lot of energy. If you just arrived, be sure and visit the big Arts and Crafts Festival that we have here. We have booths inside the pit and booths under the big tent. If you're hungry, go and get some First Nation food, some real good indigenous cuisine out there in Powwow Alley. Support your First Nation food and arts and crafts community. Northern Drum Judges, we're asking if you can please come up here and start meeting right now. Come behind the MC stand. Ivan Lonechild from Morley, Charlie Tailfeathers from Rocky Boy, Elvin Nicotine from Misquote, Devere Sato, Leah Omiso, Wayne Pushatanaqua, Eric Johnson, and alternates Larry Yazzie and Leland Thompson. So Ivan, Charlie, Elvin, Devere, Leah, Wayne, and Eric, if you can, when you get a chance, if you're lined up in the grand entry, as soon as you're done, come and meet the head Northern singing drum judge. Also, we'd like to have Candace Chief, Gail Delorme, Dorna Whitehair, Mickey Baker. We'd like Mickey, Dorna, Gail, and Candace to also come up. Mickey, you're an alternate, so check in. Dancers, hurry to your lineup. As we say, hurry up and wait. Jeez. Once again, bringing in the traditional legal staff, we have Kenny Pratt Jr. from Sioux Valley, Manitoba. He's Dakota and Lakota nations. And we have another staff carrier. We'll get his name as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise as the Eagle staff come into the arena? Midnight Express, Grand Entry Song.
Northern Lights. Northern Lights takes the next song. After Midnight Express, Northern Lights.
Stand by, Northern Lights. Northern Light. Ladies and gentlemen, the beginning of a spectacular event, homemade by the indigenous people. We are proud. We have elders leading the way as it should be, and the very young directly behind the elders to pass the information on to the rest of us.